Hi everyone, MR Assassin here, and welcome back to BrainBooster, the show where we discuss the latest news on science, technology, gaming, and other brain-boosting topics. We are entering into the month of December, and because of that, I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater. Now let's begin. For our first topic, there's been a discovery of a really old dog, wolf, canine, and it's 18,000 years old, and it was found in Siberia. What's really surprising is how well it was preserved. Like, I'll show an image here, and it's like the fur is there, the whiskers are still there. It looks, other than like the half of its body is missing, it doesn't look like it's 18,000 years old. So it was 2 months old when it died, and so far DNA sequencing has not been able to determine the species, but they're thinking that it's somewhere between a dog and a wolf. The scientists think the findings could reveal a lot about the evolution of dogs. And the puppy has been named Dogor, which means friend in the Yakut language, and it's also the start of the question, dog or wolf? To me it looks more like a dog, but I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert in that though. It very well could be a wolf cub or something in between. That's an old dog. Like, to put that into perspective, it's like pottery was still fairly new compared to what it is now. The Bronze Age didn't happen for thousands of years at this point. For our next topic, there's some more good news for AMD. They are dominating Intel in Amazon's best-selling CPUs list. In fact, Intel has only 2 entries in the top 10. I've actually been considering getting the 3600 to replace my old AMD CPU. Which, by the way, if you're comparing the 3600 and the 3600X, if you're thinking of buying one of those two, go with the 3600. It's better value, and the performance gain doesn't justify the extra cost of the X. The top CPU is the Ryzen 7 2700X, which has 8 cores and 16 thread processor. That reminds me, is anyone taking advantage of Cyber Monday? If you're watching this as soon as it came out, Cyber Monday will be tomorrow. I took advantage of the Black Friday sale and ordered a PS4 Pro. So I'm looking forward to that. I already have a PS4, but the disk drive just stopped working. And I still have lots of disc games that I'd like to play. I'd figure instead of just getting the same old system that I already have, I'll get a little upgrade. The second place is the Ryzen 5 2600, and third place is the Ryzen 5 3600. Intel is fourth with their i5 9600K. The only other Intel product is the i9 9900K, and that's in 6th place. It's hard to say no to AMD with like the price difference of the two, and you get very comparable performance. It just makes sense to buy AMD. AMD's CPU market unit share has increased every quarter since the second quarter of 2017, which now stands at 18%. So this is kind of a funny topic. So there's some farmers in Moos-cow that are fitting cows with VR headsets. And this is to improve their mood and boost milk production. I'm surprised that Moos-cow is the first one to be doing this, but it's also kind of weird, just in general. So the Moos-cow farmers teamed up with VR developers and vets to simulate a believable, for cows, virtual summer field environment for the cows in question to enjoy. And they found that it is actually helping. It's reducing the cows' anxiety. They seem to be just calmer, happier cows. They want to see whether or not this improved mood will lead to better milk production among their cattle. A part of me thinks, wouldn't it be better to just improve the physical environment instead of creating a virtual environment for the cows to improve their mood? But I don't know. If it helps, it helps. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I've already seen some memes of this cow image, and it's kind of funny. For our next topic, there's a psychology study that shows that the color red could affect one's attractiveness, and its effect could be different depending on if you're married or single. 2 studies with 1,009 female participants between 18 and 50, they found that married women viewed men as less attractive when their picture was displayed on a red versus a white background. And then the opposite was found with single women. In the third study, there was 412 married women, and the researchers found that participants who were shown a man on a red background were more likely to see the man as a threat to their relationship than those shown a man on a white background. So a red background increases attractiveness to single women, according to this study. Is it true? Am I attractive now with this red background? Or is the white background better? So if you're in the service industry like a waiter and you're trying to wear red to increase your attractiveness, it might not work as planned because there are several married women out there that might see you as a threat to their relationship and will perhaps tip you less. Interesting how the brain works, of how colors could affect your mood so easily, or level of attractiveness, or whatever. And for our last topic, Disney Plus is hitting hard on the VPN services out there. So currently Disney Plus is only available in a few countries, but some people are getting a head start and using a VPN to look like they're in the US to get access to Disney Plus. So if Disney detects that you're using a VPN, you'll see something like this. You're not allowed to use a VPN, haha! So at the time that this article was written, which was November 28th, NordVPN still worked, PureVPN still worked, and Surfshark. But that may change if Disney gets their way. I don't think they will get their way. It's kind of hard to block a VPN fully. And it looks like ExpressVPN has one server that works for the Washington server. But if they only have one server that's working, it's probably hanging on a thread there, and it's probably better to use one of the other services if you are going to VPN to use the service. I don't personally understand the whole restriction of content to only certain countries. I don't think a VPN should be necessary to use services. I think Disney is interested in money, and I can't imagine them going, oh no, someone from the Netherlands is paying for our service. Just let them watch your content. Anyways, that's it for now. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and maybe hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the latest tech news. Your brain has now been boosted. Moi moi.